Job seekers just don't get it. If they'd stop using ChatGPT to write for them, only apply to roles they're qualified for, and do a bit of personalized networking, they'd be fine. It's on them.
We're creating AI-powered tools to make our lives easier, but there's no happy ending to what I'm going to talk about today. Not because there can't be, but because we don't know how it ends yet. And if that conversation sounded at all familiar to you, you're probably looking for some real answers as to what's going on. There's helpful advice all over social media. Stop using AI to apply for jobs. How to switch jobs in 30 days or less and get multiple offers. How do you write the perfect cover letter? I think these people mean well, but do they have the whole story? If I told you that their advice was wrong, you might agree with me, but it would also be easy to brush me off as being negative. But what if I showed you data to support what I'm saying? Would it change the way you approach the job market? I'm Edward. I have a bachelor's degree in business management and am in my second year of a master's program in public policy. My goal is to help people and organizations make smart technical decisions. I've attended schools like Cal Poly, San Francisco State, and the University of Auckland. In my career, I've held senior management level roles in technology, healthcare, and environmental science. But what I enjoy most about work is helping people. Whether it's my community, my organization, or helping people like you understand the changes in the professional landscape a bit better, I'm grateful to be able to do it. I'm also, like many of you, a job seeker. That's right. I'm looking for full-time work. I've started putting videos like this out for free in my downtime. There's no catch, there's nothing to buy, and there are no services for sale. But if you'd like to offer me a job, send me a message. I'm just sharing my knowledge and helping the community grow. Now, before we go any further, this is my first video. If you like what you see, it would mean a lot if you liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel. You can help me build something here, and that something might lead to some positive changes for everyone. It costs you nothing, and it will let me know that my videos are helping people out, inspiring me to make more. Thanks for watching. Now, I promised you data. It's time to deliver, but here's a little bit of history for context. Applicant tracking systems have been around since 1996, when the first web-based ATS was introduced by a company called Resumix. At first, this was focused around collecting data in easy-to-access online databases, but in 2001, this started to grow. With tools like LinkedIn allowing social media-based candidate sourcing, and cloud-based ATS systems like Oracle and Taleo setting new standards for enterprises, ATS experienced a boom in popularity. By 2024, the global market share of ATS recruitment software climbed to $16.4 billion. Now, the big change happened in the decade following 2010, when AI and machine learning began to be used in the recruitment industry. With predictive analytics and advanced candidate matching tools, many functions became automated. As of 2025, 87% of companies use AI to source talent. Now, this isn't done to make the process more streamlined for candidates. It also isn't done necessarily to hire the best talent. 67% of decision makers say they use AI to save them time. Your feelings don't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. What matters is this idea. Efficiency is everything. All the rest is water cooler chat. As the recruitment industry has changed to save managers time, the skills required to do the job have shifted dramatically. That's just business. No matter what else is said, efficiency is driving the way corporations see value. Let's take a look at this graph. As we can see, the hiring landscape is shifting. With automation and AI taking over tasks like resume screening and early candidate assessments, traditional recruitment roles are becoming less and less common. People who can navigate applicant tracking systems and analyze recruitment data are filling those gaps. While employment numbers remain somewhat stable, the types of people doing the recruitment jobs have changed. New roles like recruitment analyst or talent acquisition analyst are on the rise. The claim is this is blending technical know-how with strategic decision-making to shape smarter hiring processes. What it's really doing is de-emphasizing one skill set and favoring a different skill set. It's probably worth spending a minute to compare traditional recruitment versus modern analytics-focused roles and what each requires, just so we know we're talking about the same things. So what makes up a traditional recruiter? Traditional recruiters understand language nuances on resumes. Their main value is in their ability to interpret a person's skill capacity. This often includes transferable skills gained through nonlinear career paths. Traditional recruiters know how to assess cultural fit. Their job is to get to know their client and be able to gauge each candidate from matching personalities. Traditional recruiters build relationships. They often build relationships with candidates. Getting to know them well means they can make a stronger argument for their cultural fit or skills with a client beyond what their resume says. Traditional recruiters identify red flags. They know how to spot inconsistencies and issues through casual conversation. Things like work ethic, response to pressure, and entitlement often factor into assessment before a candidate is recommended. Now let's take a look at a recruitment analyst. Recruitment analysts focus on technical skills. They have expertise in using ATS platforms such as Workday, Greenhouse, or ICIMS. They are often also skilled in metric insights, CRM systems, and SEO for creating job descriptions. They have a strong expertise in software. Recruitment analysts know how to deliver returns on investment. Through their analytic skills, they can focus into areas that improve efficiency. These roles are often highly oriented towards processing numbers. Recruitment analysts know how to build relationships. By focusing on the needs and personality of their client, they can quickly assess job seekers to determine cultural fit and confirm skills with candidates by listening for keywords and screening calls. Recruitment analysts may have technical certifications showcasing competence in emerging technologies or ideas like DEI and change management. This allows them to evolve quickly with the changing job market. As we saw in the graphs, since 2019, the amount of analysts in the industry has been greater than the amount of traditional recruiters. That gap has grown further and further apart every year since then. Many senior recruiters no longer recognize their industry. While there's some crossover in relationship building, after reading this, I'm a little depressed. Why? Well, it seems like the people in charge of putting people together are spending more time behind a computer screen than they are talking to people.
Inconceivable!
So what about job seekers? How do they fit in? Here's a graph showing job seeker difficulty in finding roles during a similar time period. It's easy to see that the prevailing trend is that as time passed, it became more and more difficult for job seekers to find work, not less. The only reduction in this was from 2015 to 2018, when recruitment shifted to include more social awareness. Although COVID-19 can be partly blamed for this, this trend existed before the pandemic and continued after it. It could even be said that after COVID-19, there was a small hiring boom, and for a brief period, jobs were easier to find than normal thanks to the economic recovery. Let's see what happens if we combine the two graphs together. Now call me crazy, but don't the lines for job seeker difficulty and the lines for the shift in analytics-oriented roles look similar? It looks almost like one is following the other. And as it turns out, the two trends are likely connected. Automation, AI, and data-driven hiring practices have changed the way recruitment works. This is strongly documented by companies like Harvard Business School and Forbes. Recruitment professionals rely on systems that can make it harder for job seekers to get through the process. Job seekers rely on the recruitment industry to see their resumes, understand their experience, and communicate their value to businesses. Now, recruiters, I hear you. You've got KPIs to meet, reports to write, and there's a stack of resumes on the desk the ATS has identified that were probably stuffed with keywords by AI. You've now got to find a real person in all those fake resumes. Hear me out. Your emphasis on software operation, coupled with the hours of the workday remaining consistent, mean you have less and less time to focus on people and relationship building. There's only 8 hours in a workday, and you're drowning in things to do. But doesn't that speak to what I've been saying? You've been told to trust the software and been given a set of guidelines for your job. You're doing them. It's not your fault. I believe you, and I want others to believe you too. So let's start by finding something we can all agree on. While it may be easy to blame other things like tough market conditions, changing job requirements, and people trying to game the system, the reality is the trend lines follow each other for a reason. Job seeker success depends on recruiter performance, and recruiters are in the business of helping people. The problem is, recruitment has outsourced its core people functions to AI instead of outsourcing the analytics functions that a computer would excel at. It turns out, we've got it backwards.
It's on backwards.
We've become efficient at the wrong things, and it's made everyone have a bad experience.
Okay, You've got my attention. Let's say you're right. What do we do? Can we get AI video interviews? How about AI pre-screening questions? These will help, right?
I'm just not sure these types of tools are the answer. Think about it. We're trying to solve a problem of software breaking a process instead of improving it. This process was working well previous to rolling out the software. But our solution is to invest in more software? Software that requires more training, onboarding, testing, and market adjustments? Software that's only available for people with computers and the time to use those computers either at home or at work? Software that if anything is broken will likely need those issues identified, scopes of work completed, costs approved, and solutions rolled out? That doesn't sound very efficient. That seems like building a shipping ship to ship shipping ships, when the ship shipping shipping ships can ship itself wherever it needs to be shipped, without needing to invest in infrastructure to pack the shipping ship shipping the shipping ships so the ships can be successfully shipped.
What the hell am I looking at?
Now let's go back to that example. It's a bit silly, but it can highlight the real problem with AI and applicant tracking systems in a way that being serious might not be able to. A ship shipping shipping ships exists in real life. They have a purpose in the industrial world, and although their role may sound peculiar, it's still a real thing. This picture is real. I asked AI to redraw this, specifying a long set of instructions I won't repeat here that were supposed to make it match the other art styles in this video, and giving it this image. This is what it produced. I asked it if it understood the instruction, and the AI seemed to get it. The AI response seemed to understand that one object was carrying the other similar object. The picture seemed to indicate that it understood what the object was. Everything checked out, so I got it to repeat the attempt. This was the result. I asked it if it needed clarification. The response seemed to indicate that it didn't, and that all instructions were understood clearly. This continued on and on for about an hour, and never produced a successful drawing, although sometimes it got close. So what happened? A leading market-grade AI could not properly interpret or produce the required image. Yet we're trusting the careers of ourselves, our friends, and our children to AI-driven systems. Am I the only person who's concerned by this idea?
But ATS systems are just dumb databases. Stop saying they're intelligent. They're not.
That's more wrong than right. Since about 2018, ATS systems have incorporated artificial intelligence as part of their code structure. I'm not going to debate whether AI is intelligent. It's supposed to possess a type of intelligence. I'm going to take that at face value. But just because something has a type of intelligence doesn't mean it thinks the way we do. My cat knows how to get me to feed it, knows how to get my attention to play with it, and it knows when it's bedtime. But I'm not going to trust it to get me a job. The way it thinks, I've already got one. I'm supposed to take care of it. Anything else wouldn't make sense. Now, I've never said ATS systems are intelligent. I've said most ATS systems have been powered by a form of AI since about 2018. First, all AI lacks the capacity to understand human nuance. It simulates understanding through language, but it doesn't truly understand. The complexities of language often add layers of understanding into communication that AI struggles to comprehend. That's because language requires flexibility. This becomes especially important when interpreting the value of experiences a job seeker may bring to a role. Second, all AI is poor at processing context. Some are worse than others. For the job market, this makes AI exceptionally vulnerable to keyword stuffing. People who want to game the system take advantage of this, making the job of recruitment more difficult. According to one study by Checkster, 78% of job seekers misrepresent themselves during the hiring process. This can come in the form of altering experience, misrepresenting qualifications, or by stuffing keywords into resumes to trigger the AI into improving candidate ATS rankings. By adding more AI into the mix, there's more of a chance of making things worse for job seekers than there is for making them better. Not only that, but the socioeconomic consequences of making a set of tools only available to people who have the money, training, and time to effectively use technology are a pending humanitarian disaster. Are we prepared to leave these people behind in the name of efficiency?
I'm going to bring jobs, so many jobs, the best jobs. Everyone's going to have a job, believe me. But first, I'm going to focus on building the most tremendous AI made right here in America for the people who can afford it, of course.
So where's the silver lining at? So far it's all doom and gloom. I don't have time for this.
Right. Silver lining. I did promise that. Well, the good news is we already know how to fix this. What we need to do is stop prioritizing quantity over quality. This shift happened back in the 2010s, when internet use became widespread and companies became interested in accessibility. But that accessibility has come at a cost. Think about it. Is it really that important to get these kinds of applicant numbers for a job? This is ludicrous. No human can process this amount of people with any sort of accountability. These types of numbers are beyond what even a team of specialists would be able to finish. Numbers like this might get discussed over email, but they aren't mentioned in any company reports. They're just bloat.
Sorry, but I have more important things to do than read through unqualified resumes.
So why are recruiters using one-click apply functions when they advertise for jobs? Automated job application software depends on one-click apply to function in most cases. You can still advertise on the job boards and increase your potential applicant pool size. Just refer candidates to your website in the job ad, and then ask screening questions after requiring them to set up a login. It's that easy.
Why don't job seekers just network? If they network, they can use their connections and raise their chances.
Isn't relying on networking to shore up the application process an admission that the ATS systems are not working as well as they should? Now, before you answer, think about this. Networking is automated too. Tools like Lazy Apply don't just send badly written cover letters and resumes stuffed with keywords. They also allow you to send bulk emails and messages to employees at your favorite jobs. Tools like Teal allow users to set up automated email templates for every step of the job search process. Now, I don't know what this means, but it seems like it undermines the whole point of networking. Recruiters have lost faith in the applicants, and applicants have lost faith in recruiters. Each group is trying to out-AI the other, and neither are being heard. Most of these types of programs, though, depend on one-click apply functions to get the process started. If recruiters are struggling to keep up with the amount of candidates applying for jobs, then one-click apply functions aren't helping. And if these tools aren't helping recruiters, is the convenience of them really helping candidates, or is it just generating website traffic for job boards?
That's just how it is. You're going to have to adapt. Maybe hire a coach. Learn to leverage keywords.
Okay, you win. We can keep automating the process. We can pay for top-dollar coaching services to keep up with industry trends while also paying for our education, professional certifications, and any home office expenses we might incur. We can have Gen AI how-to seminars and teach AI skills in community centers. We can even have hotlines for AI help and public access points for AI interview tools at libraries. These can make us feel better about our creation of barriers to the job market for poor people, immigrants, and students with limited resources. We can make our AI-powered applicant trackers better through adding in more advanced tools and additional subscriptions for company AI products. This will allow us to shortlist candidates more efficiently and create a few more sales jobs to push AI-powered solutions to corporations. We can then send those candidates to AI-powered screening questions, likely at a demand-based cost. If enough time is put into the job description and enough acceptable answers are provided to the system, we can efficiently screen out keyword stuffers. If nobody is successful, we can re-advertise and do the process again. The cost and accuracy and whatever the company pays to advertise the job will be worth it. Any successful candidate can be sent to AI-powered video interviews where their answers, minutiae of their body language, and word choices can be scrutinized at an FBI level for any hint of undesirability. When we have sent our successful candidate through our AI-powered lie detector, what will recruiters do? Will they be needed? What for? Filling out paperwork? I'm sure we can train AI to assess the most cost-effective health plans and retirement packages. It can then recommend the best products to the CEO for review. Exit interviews? Why? Candidates can just fill out a survey. Recruiters and HR departments will be useless, replaced by policy scripts and AI-driven bots. Then they'll have to navigate their way through someone else's AI-powered process and convince an ATS that their crossover skills have value.
But, I need it. My job is valuable. We'll connect people. They need a mailing list and a CRM. We already have those.
AI will do so many things for us, so many things. It will be a golden age of efficiency.
Oh,
Like my video? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you'd like to buy me a beer, drop a few dollars on my Patreon. And if you have anything you'd like me to make a research video on, mention it in the comments section. I might just use your idea and give you a shout out. Thanks for watching.